Hello guys, and welcome back to my XRP Coin News channel. I watched V for Vendetta, but because of the different periods we were in at the time, I never really connected the two. I must thus check it out once again. Run of Logan. Never observed? Without a doubt, I'll watch that film, but I did see them in person. I like that one a lot. And once more, thank you to everyone who sends me correspondence. I read every comment, and I make an effort to remove the crazy bots that have taken over this channel. I would get rid of all of those if I could. However, I do read your messages. I want to make that clear to everyone. We see the potential of an online real estate market that uses blockchain technology to significantly improve real estate interactions. So the new Ripple partnership that brings real estate transactions to the XRP ledger. So Proper Home and our partner Ripple share the same vision of the tokenization of assets with functional utility. I now believe that home tours will soon be possible virtually. In the future, you will be able to pay using cryptocurrency if you wish to buy a house. Just a matter of time, really. Deaton claims that the Hinman emails will prevent the Ripple case from being resolved, despite the fact that the XRP community appears to expect that the U.S. SEC case against Ripple will not reach a verdict. American attorney Deaton, the head of the Deaton law practice, currently believes that Judge Torres will issue a ruling. That's what we want, too. We desire that choice. We want Ripple to triumph completely because, after that, institutional investors will start buying XRP in droves, driving up the price. Jeremy Hogan, an attorney, claims that he owns XRP because Ripple cannot be sued again. The Algorand Foundation won't be sued at all. He continues, because I own Algorand. I'm going to keep holding onto my XRP even if Ripple were to lose to the SEC. The globe is a very big area outside of the US, and I still think that at some point, the US will need Ripple more than Ripple needs. In fact, I'll probably purchase more. The US will require it in the future for that on-demand liquidity. Just a matter of time, really. Russian cryptocurrencies with a gold backing have been released, as we also expected. In 2020, if you brought up this topic, you were insane. Conspiracy theory is this: it wouldn't ever occur. It is not possible. However, it's 2023 now, and guess what? It appears that XRP may eventually include gold as a backup. Significant developments. As of yesterday, all banks and other financial institutions had to have precious metals to support their transactions under Basel Roman III and Roman IV. The imminent crash will force gold and silver to return to their true value. All are a part of the change. And once more, this might pose a significant issue for banks in the near future. The deadline for completing Basel III requirements and kicking off Basel for implementation was today, January 1, 2023. It addresses the Basel III post-crisis changes that the committee proposed in December 2017 and the revised minimum capital requirements for market risks that went into effect in January 2019. The governors and heads of supervision announced these revisions in March 2020. And they are scheduled to go into effect on January 1, 2023. And because the banks can no longer hold paper gold, this changeover will be one of the biggest ones we'd ever seen. This may be the reason why central banks are buying gold at a rate not seen since 1967. Large purchasers who are eager to diversify their reserves away from the currency are China and Russia. The London gold pool collapsed in March 1968. The previous time purchases were this high. The world is evolving quickly. The benefit of keeping cryptocurrency at this time is that you wouldn't be paying attention to anything happening in the world right now if you didn't own cryptocurrency. You wouldn't know what was going on while it was all happening. But you can see what's coming because you own cryptocurrency. They are aware that the US dollar will collapse within the next 5 to 10 years. Another person stated, I'm going to say within the next 6 months, and you could see them putting pressure on it to happen. Take a look at the recent $1.7 trillion package that was enacted. That is utterly absurd. And once more, they'll need to start the printing press in order to create that money from nothing. A discussion about how quickly the dollar can fall. How many of these boxes have been marked off is quite alarming. This shows you what will come before it, so I thought I'd share it with you. So inflation comes first. The Federal Reserve, the nation's central bank, might cause more inflation and dollar depreciation if it expands the money supply too quickly. He will once more need to start the printing machine in order to print the additional 1.7 trillion, lower the demand for dollars. Foreigners lose faith in the U.S. political system stability or the U.S. economy. They could be less inclined to desire to keep money. This would result in less demand for dollars, which might lower the dollar's value. And we observe it happening with China, Russia, and the other BRICS nations. They no longer desire to transact in U.S. currency. Increase dollar supply in order to boost the economy. The U.S. government may increase borrowing or the Federal Reserve may expand the money supply, which may result in an overabundance of dollars and lower the value of the dollar. U.S. debt concerns about the sustainability of the U.S. fiscal situation may arise if the U.S. government continues to run massive budget deficits and rack up a considerable amount of debt. As a result, there is less demand for U.S. bonds, which lowers the value of the dollar. Do you realize how many factors could influence the dollar's value? Again, when the value of the dollar declines, this will eventually occur. Stocks and cryptocurrencies will soar. Economic downturn: the demand for the dollar may fall if the U.S. economy went into recession, which is already possible given that investors are currently looking for safer assets. How many of those must be true after reading that for the currency to crash? That excludes Russia, the BRICS, and ongoing government spending. 2 years from now, we will be lucky to still have a dollar, which is why they want to implement that new financial system. They seek to eliminate global debt, a restart that creates a fair playing field. What if there is a worldwide debt jubilee as a result of the Great Reset? Global debt accumulation is out of control. Everyone has enormous debt that no one will be able to repay, and nobody even makes an effort to do so. They just keep racking it up until the system gives out. They aim to achieve that. A new start. I cannot emphasize this more. Instead of repairing the faulty system, they go on to the next one and break it. Live off the working system's taxes, which are intended to make everyone impoverished. As a result, everyone is reliant on the government, which will lead to servitude and world debt. They desire that as well. They want the entire population to be financially dependent on the government on a regular basis, and they want the current system to be completely abolished. They could make improvements to the current system and continue to use blockchain, but they prefer a complete restart. The bottom line is that debt is a major factor in currency collapse. The confidence in the dollar declines as inflation increases. Because of this, global demand for XRP and XLM will continue to grow, and at that point, XRP will be introduced. I believe that as the US dollar really declines, we will experience a blow-off top first, followed by a significant turnaround. The stock market and other cryptocurrencies might both implode with ease, but after that, they'll implement that new financial system. If it happened, utility-focused coins most certainly wouldn't plummet as much as Bitcoin is destined to. And that's why I always tell you that I think Bitcoin is nearing its conclusion. If you're still holding Bitcoin, sell it as soon as you can once the top blows off, because once CBDCs start to take off, there won't be any rivals left. The Year X rape case is resolved in 2023, and the Ripple curses are lifted. Additionally, the year Gary Gensler is compelled to leave the Secret Service. Now, a lot of people believe Gary will have to leave. Politicians are becoming aware of the SEC malfeasance. The good news is that I believe this will be a terrific year for XRP owners. It's finally going to look extremely good for XRP if you've been holding XRP for a while and have endured this entire court case that has been ongoing with delay after delay. We now have more information on XRP. Money from institutions is received. You know how we always say things like, "You're getting into crypto too early," and we beat institutional money here. Well, clarity is ultimately what matters. In a video I made yesterday, David Schwartz kind of stated the same thing. I brought it up because, as clarity occurs, both money and FOMO money will start to flow. People won't purchase XRP until the price begins to fluctuate. I simply cannot comprehend that reasoning. Why wouldn't you buy at the very bottom, maximize your profits, and stockpile as much as you can at these bargain prices? Once XRP reaches the dollar level, people will continue to tell you what they know. Watch how quickly people engage with it. To be alerted immediately whenever a video is published on XRP News, please remember to hit the subscribe and notify buttons. You may see our other XRP history videos. In the meantime, you may catch us in the video below. See you out later. Bye.